Hello, cherry lovers. Evans Gates Cherry Farm. We're coming back to you right now. We're going to work here today in the farm kitchen. I'm going to bring you a recipe that I found online. It's called freezer jam with my strawberries that I got fresh right out of the field right next door. So we're going to get started on it. These things are sweet, delicious, and they're organic. But we're going to show you how to do this right here in the kitchen. So come back and watch. We'll be right back. I also decided that this was a perfect time to do these strawberries because we're getting them out of the field. And seeing how we're getting out of the field, I figured I'd show you guys how to turn these into freezer jelly. I like freezer jam, and so I'm going to attempt to do this. I have never done it before, and so we're going to get started on it. And hopefully we'll get this all done. I'm hoping that it'll turn out. You guys keep following along. Bring your spoon. And maybe when the end, we'll try some of this stuff. So let's get started. Okay, first off, this is pretty much all you're going to need. The only thing I didn't put in there, you look around, is a spoon. And that's pretty much it. First, we're going to use the jars right down here. So I got 6 of them. Hopefully I'll be able to. They're pints. And the Sure Gel. I always use the yellow box for a freezer jam. And then I got my 2 quarts of strawberries. Then a bowl. And because I like my berries pretty no pulp, right over there, that little magic bullet, I'm going to pulverize those strawberries. But first, next up, we're going to put them in the sink, wash them off, take the little hulls off the top, and then we're going to get started. Here we go. Okay, first up, we got to put these strawberries in the sink. Stick them right in there. As you can see, they're out there in the sand. They've got to be washed and rewashed, and then I'm going to cut the hulls off them, and then we're going to rinse them one more time, and then we're going to get started. But first, this has to be done. So there are all them strawberries right there. They got to be all rinsed off a little bit here. Use cold water. Cold water will, if any of the berries are soft at all, if you leave them in there, it's kind of like lettuce. Put them in cold water, you know what'll happen? They'll firm right back up. But all these are firm and ready to go. So we're going to take these berries and we're going to get started. Okay, cherry lovers. What I'm going to do is wash them. I'm going to take them out here. I'm going to take my knife and I'm going to cut and throw the berry in there. I'm going to throw this in my plastic container. And I'm going to stand here and cut each and every top off. Throw the berry in there, throw that. So as you guys can see, this is going to be the most, well, not too much time consuming, but it is going to be time consuming. So I'm going to show you this for a few minutes, and not very long, because like I said, this is also the boring part of it. And when I get done doing these, I'll bring you guys back to the point where I am putting them in the blender and blending them up and getting ready for the next time. So here we go. Okay, cherry lovers, we're going to get started. I'm going to, as I told you guys before, I like my berries, and I like them all pureed. I don't like chunks. So what I'm going to do is, and I see I got to have another bowl, so I got to find me another bowl. And I think I got one down here. Let me get down on my hands and knees and look around. Yes, I do. So we'll get that right out. All right. I got the extra bowl. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to put them in, puree, and pour them into this bowl. You guys are telling me that I got to have 2 cups right there, 2 cups of smashed berries. So that's what I'm getting started on right now doing. You guys can come along for a few minutes and I'll show you what I got going on. Put these nice little ripe berries from out in our new strawberry patch, and we'll get doing this. Now you also will see on my little miniature bullet here, for some reason I have to keep shaking this until it starts to really puree. So if you see me doing that, you know that this thing is supposed to just pull them down and chew it up, and it does not. So here we go. And once it does, you'll see it. There it is. Let's start. Because I don't have a blender up on the farm yet. Come on. There it is. There it is. See it? There we go. And just like that, there we go. Now I'm going to do that to all the rest of these berries. I'm going to pour this in here, and we're going to do that, and I'll bring you guys right back. Here we go. Here we go now. We're going to see if I got 2 cups of strawberries. Let's see. Well, only time will tell. I think I do, but you never know. So let's pour these in until it gets to 2 cups. And I got some left over. So you know what that means. Strawberry shortcake tonight. Yep, we got it. Okay, cherry lovers. Right now I'm going to need one of these boxes of Sure-Jell. Of course, they want you to use the yellow box, so I'm using it. And they also tell me to use 4 cups of sugar and 3/4 cup of water. So I am going to put the berries in. Then to make the liquid for the 3/4 cup, I'll just use this plus. So we'll be right back. Okay, we got the 3/4 cup. Rinse my cup out, and we're gonna take and pour that 3/4 cups of water in there. Now I'm gonna get the 4 cups of sugar in there, but I'm gonna rinse this out and dry it off, and I'll be right back. Okay, we're gonna take this, and of course this thing says 2 cups, so I'm gonna put the sugar in until we see 2 cups. Shake it. Come on. Shake it. There it is. Nope, not quite. Okay, 2 cups. I need 4. There's 1 of 2 cups. And this is, shake it. There we go. Of 4 cups. So there we go there. Okay. Now it says for me to put the Sure-Jell, as they call it, pectin. So I'm putting this in. I'm thinking this is kind of like a thickening agent. What they say to put 1 in. And that's what I did. Okay, that's done. Now what I'm going to do is bring this stuff, put it in a bowl, bring it to a boil. Sometimes they say to not bring it to a boil or put the pectin and the sugar and berries together. Others say to. I prefer to kind of like bring this to the boil with the pectin and the sugar, only because of the berries are been washed and everything, but just in case of no imperfections, as soon as you bring this to a boil, then anything in that berries are dead. I mean, as far as bugs, imperfections, whatever. So that's what I'm going to do here. And then once we bring it to a boil, then I am going to pour it in my jars after it sets for a little bit. So here we go. Okay guys, I've got this all stirred in, all ready to go. The berries are looking really good. It's hot. And I've stirred it for about 3 minutes like they said. And I'm going to take my ladle now and pour one couple in the jar to show you guys. So here we go. This is what we're going to do. I'm going to try to be really careful here. Good enough for that jar. Next jar, I'll see how many I make. Looking really good though. Wow. Hope this turns out. I'm sure it will. There we go, another one. Now I'm gonna take my pan. I'll probably make a mess, but I'm gonna take my pan and see if I can get all the rest right in there. And that's how much jam I got. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. There we go, folks. And like I said, it only got 3.5 quarts or pints. Turned out fantastic. Wow, I can't say enough. Can't wait to try some. Okay, cherry lovers. We made strawberry jam, freezer jam. Right now they're setting. Like I said, look at that. Look at those. Oh man, those are gonna be so good in the morning on toast. It's gonna be amazing. So I thought I'd give this a try because we're probably gonna get 2-3 more quarts, and it wouldn't be bad to put about 6-7 pints in the freezer. So if this all turns out, which I know it will, I followed the instructions, so we'll see. But if you guys like this video, right up there, right down there, hit the like and subscribe. You know, we decided we'd give this a try rather than just eat strawberry shortcake, but I do have some for strawberry shortcake tonight. So I appreciate you guys watching, and come back see me. I figured I'd do a little video on seeing how we put the strawberries in this year, and we're getting them. I figured, what the heck, we'll do a video on strawberries and see how they work. Turned out fantastic. And now I got to do my dishes and clean up and sit down. I'll holler at you guys later. Have a good one, guys.